7 foods seniors should never eat after 50, and what to eat instead. Top 3 foods to prevent leg cramps in seniors. Strengthen your legs. Avoid sugary breakfast cereals. Eat instead steel-cut oats with cinnamon and berries after 50. The body speaks more clearly through stiffness, fatigue, and sudden changes in digestion or memory. These signs aren't just part of aging. Often, they're quiet reactions to what's on your plate. Some foods, especially the ones we've eaten for years without question, begin to take a greater toll on heart health, joint strength, and brain clarity. But the good news? Small changes in what you eat can have a big impact on how you feel, today and years from now. Let's talk about 7 foods that silently age the body, and what to eat instead. Avoid sugary breakfast cereals. Sugary breakfast cereals may seem harmless, but they are one of the most misleading foods on the shelf, especially for adults over 50. Even brands that appear healthy often contain more added sugars than a dessert. These cereals cause a rapid spike in blood glucose, followed by a sharp crash, leaving the body fatigued and craving more sugar. Over time, this constant roller coaster affects insulin sensitivity, increases fat accumulation around the organs, and contributes to chronic inflammation. For people in their 50s and beyond, these effects don't just cause weight gain, they can accelerate the aging process at a cellular level. Researchers have found strong links between high-sugar diets and increased levels of inflammatory markers in the blood. Inflammation is at the root of many age-related conditions, including arthritis, heart disease, and memory decline. Some doctors caution that eating sugary cereals daily is like pouring fuel on the fire of aging, especially when metabolism slows and hormone balance shifts with age. Additionally, the lack of fiber and protein in most cereals leaves the digestive system working harder while offering little nutritional return. Without steady fuel, it becomes harder to maintain energy, focus, and mood throughout the day. Many adults choose these cereals out of habit or convenience, often unaware of how much added sugar is inside. Labels can be deceptive, using terms like natural, wholesome, or multigrain, yet still listing sugar, corn syrup, or other sweeteners in the first few ingredients. One study found that some so-called healthy cereals contained up to 20 grams of sugar per serving, nearly the entire daily recommended limit. Repeated exposure to this much sugar can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, which in turn raises the risk for kidney issues, vision loss, and cognitive decline later in life. Replacing sugary cereals with steel-cut oats offers a much gentler and nourishing option. Steel-cut oats are minimally processed and rich in soluble fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar, improve cholesterol levels, and support healthy digestion. Unlike the blood sugar spikes caused by refined cereals, oats provide a slow, steady release of energy that helps adults feel more balanced throughout the morning. This stability is particularly important for those dealing with fluctuating blood pressure, fatigue, or brain fog. Adding cinnamon and berries to oats brings additional benefits. Cinnamon has been shown in some studies to help improve insulin sensitivity and reduce blood sugar levels. Meanwhile, berries are packed with antioxidants and natural compounds that support brain health and reduce inflammation. Together, they offer a breakfast that is not only satisfying but also actively helps protect the heart, brain, and immune system. Doctors often recommend fiber-rich breakfasts for older adults because they help promote regularity, prevent constipation, and support a healthy gut microbiome, all of which become more important with age. The combination of oats, cinnamon, and berries creates a meal that helps the body, rather than works against it. It's a way to start the day with strength and stability instead of sugar crashes and sluggishness. Choosing the right breakfast is not just a small dietary tweak, it can be a daily investment in better energy, better thinking, and better aging. Avoiding sugary cereals is a simple, powerful step toward reducing hidden inflammation, managing weight, and supporting long-term health after 50. 2. Avoid processed meats, like bacon, sausage, deli slices. Eat instead grilled chicken, lentils, or baked salmon. 2. Processed meats such as bacon, sausage, and deli slices contain additives like nitrates and nitrites that have been linked in numerous studies to increased risks of heart disease and certain cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. These chemical preservatives are used to extend shelf life and enhance flavor, but once inside the body, they can form compounds known as nitrosamines. Research has shown that nitrosamines can damage DNA and promote the growth of cancer cells, especially when consumed regularly over time. For adults over 50, this risk becomes more significant as the body's natural ability to repair cellular damage slows with age. Many processed meats are also high in saturated fats and sodium. These ingredients contribute to elevated blood pressure, clogged arteries, and increased levels of LDL cholesterol, all risk factors for heart disease, which remains a leading cause of death among older adults. High sodium intake, in particular, puts additional strain on the heart and kidneys. Some health experts have also pointed to the inflammatory effects of these meats, which can worsen joint pain, accelerate skin aging, and impair immune response in people over 50. After midlife, preserving muscle mass becomes a critical part of healthy aging. Muscle naturally declines with age, a condition known as sarcopenia, which can lead to weakness, falls, and loss of independence. While protein is essential to slow this decline, the source of protein matters just as much as the quantity. Processed meats may offer protein, but the harmful compounds they contain often outweigh the benefits. That's why many dietitians and physicians recommend replacing processed meats with unprocessed, nutrient-rich options. Grilled chicken is a clean, lean protein that provides essential amino acids without the additives and excess salt found in processed meats. It supports muscle repair, metabolic function, and immune strength without contributing to the body's inflammatory load. When prepared without heavy oils or fried coatings, grilled chicken offers a heart-friendly protein that fits easily into most meals. Lentils are another excellent alternative. These plant-based legumes are rich in fiber, iron, and folate, nutrients that become increasingly important as the body ages. Lentils also help regulate blood sugar and promote digestive health, which can help reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes and support a healthy gut microbiome. Their low glycemic index and natural compounds make them a smart choice for energy and longevity. Baked salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which have been widely studied for their anti-inflammatory properties and cardiovascular benefits. Omega-3s help protect the heart, improve brain function, and reduce joint stiffness, all of which are critical concerns for seniors. Unlike processed meats, salmon supports whole-body health, especially when consumed regularly in place of high-fat, high-sodium animal products. Choosing unprocessed, whole food proteins instead of processed meats can significantly reduce the body's exposure to harmful compounds. It can also improve energy levels, mental clarity, and long-term organ health. For adults over 50, the difference is not only measurable, it's meaningful. Replacing bacon with baked salmon or sausage with grilled chicken is more than a dietary swap. It's a daily decision to age with strength, clarity, and care. 3. Avoid diet sodas and artificial sweeteners. Drink instead herbal teas, water with lemon, or naturally infused water. Diet sodas and artificially sweetened drinks are often seen as a healthier alternative to sugary beverages, but their effects on the body, especially for adults over 50, can be far more complex and concerning. Artificial sweeteners such as aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin are designed to mimic the taste of sugar without the calories, but they may interfere with the body's natural processes in ways that contribute to long-term health issues. Some research has shown that these sweeteners can confuse the brain's reward system, leading to increased cravings for actual sugar and high-calorie foods. Over time, this can make it harder to manage weight and blood sugar levels, particularly as metabolism naturally slows with age. One of the lesser-known concerns with artificial sweeteners is their impact on gut health. The human gut is home to trillions of beneficial bacteria that help regulate digestion, immune function, and even mood. Some studies suggest that artificial sweeteners may alter the composition of gut bacteria, reducing microbial diversity and creating imbalances that contribute to bloating, poor nutrient absorption, and inflammation. For seniors, maintaining gut health is vital for nutrient retention, regularity, and disease prevention. Disrupting this balance with daily exposure to artificial sweeteners may gradually affect how well the body absorbs and processes food. There is also evidence that these sweeteners may impair insulin sensitivity. This means that even though diet sodas do not contain sugar, they may still contribute to the same metabolic issues associated with regular sugar intake, including an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Impaired insulin response can make it more difficult to control blood sugar levels, which is especially problematic for older adults already managing prediabetes or other metabolic concerns. Over time, these subtle changes in the body's hormonal and digestive responses can contribute to fatigue, mental fog, and increased risk for chronic disease. Beyond the physical effects, there's also the habit-forming nature of diet sodas. Their intense sweetness can condition the taste buds to expect overly sweet flavors, making naturally healthy foods like fruits and vegetables seem less appealing. This can reduce overall diet quality and make it harder to maintain a balanced, nourishing eating pattern that supports aging well. Choosing naturally flavored, low-calorie alternatives can help reset the palate and support healthier long-term choices. Switching to herbal teas, water with lemon, or fruit-infused water provides hydration without the risks associated with artificial sweeteners. Herbal teas such as peppermint, chamomile, or ginger offer calming and digestive benefits while being naturally free of sugar and chemicals. Adding slices of lemon, cucumber, or fresh mint to water not only enhances flavor but also delivers antioxidants and supports gentle detoxification. Staying well hydrated helps the kidneys function efficiently, supports skin elasticity, and keeps joints lubricated, all important aspects of healthy aging. For adults over 50, avoiding diet sodas isn't just about avoiding empty calories. It's about preventing metabolic disruption, protecting gut health, and maintaining natural hunger and fullness cues. Choosing water-based, naturally flavored drinks is a small shift that supports clearer thinking, smoother digestion, and a healthier body from the inside out. Point 4. Avoid fried foods, like French fries, fried chicken, donuts. Eat instead air-fried or baked veggies, olive oil. Roasted fish. Fried foods such as French fries, fried chicken, and donuts are cooked at high temperatures in oils that often contain trans fats and harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. Trans fats are known to raise LDL cholesterol and lower HDL cholesterol, increasing the risk of heart disease and stroke. AGEs, which form when proteins or fats combine with sugar during high-heat cooking, are linked to oxidative stress, cellular damage, and chronic inflammation. For adults over 50, the accumulation of these effects can speed up the aging process from the inside out, affecting everything from joint mobility to skin elasticity. Research has shown that a diet high in fried foods can worsen arthritis symptoms, increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, and impair blood vessel function. As the body ages, it becomes less efficient at neutralizing these harmful compounds and repairing the damage they cause. This means that what might have been tolerable in younger years becomes far more taxing to the body over time. Regular consumption of fried foods can contribute to stiffness in the joints, fatigue, and a dulling of mental clarity. These are not just cosmetic or comfort concerns, they directly affect quality of life and independence in older adulthood. The oils used in most frying processes also degrade quickly under heat, producing free radicals that promote inflammation and can damage cells and tissues throughout the body. For seniors already managing inflammatory conditions like arthritis or cardiovascular disease, adding these fats to the diet can create a compounding burden. Some fried items may even contain acrylamide, a chemical compound formed in starchy foods during high-temperature cooking, which has raised concerns among health researchers for its potential cancer risk. Air frying or baking foods with healthier fats like olive oil can offer the same comforting texture and flavor without the harmful effects. Air fryers use circulating hot air to achieve crispiness, significantly reducing the amount of oil needed while preserving the food's natural structure. This method avoids the formation of most AGEs and trans fats, making it a safer choice for aging bodies. Baking vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, or zucchini with herbs and a touch of olive oil can provide both nutrition and satisfaction, with none of the inflammatory consequences. Olive oil itself contains antioxidants and monounsaturated fats that are beneficial for heart health and brain function. When used in moderate temperatures, such as roasting fish or vegetables, it supports the body's anti-inflammatory pathways and helps improve cholesterol profiles. Roasted fish, such as salmon or trout, offers omega-3 fatty acids that support joint flexibility, reduce inflammation, and protect against age-related cognitive decline. These foods not only avoid the dangers of frying but actively contribute to healthier aging. Eliminating fried foods from the regular diet is a protective step that can slow down the internal processes of aging and preserve energy, skin health, and joint comfort. Replacing them with air-fried or roasted options helps maintain the joy of eating while aligning with the body's changing needs after 50. It's a shift that supports long-term health, not by restriction, but by choosing methods and ingredients that nourish rather than harm. 5. Avoid white bread and refined carbs. Eat instead whole grain or sprouted bread. White bread and other refined carbohydrates are stripped of their natural fiber and nutrients during processing, leaving behind a product that the body quickly converts into sugar. This rapid digestion causes spikes in blood glucose followed by sharp drops, which can leave the body feeling tired, unfocused, and hungry again soon after eating. For people over 50, these fluctuations place extra stress on insulin function and can gradually lead to weight gain, decreased energy, and difficulty concentrating throughout the day. As the metabolism slows with age, the body becomes more sensitive to these shifts, making it harder to maintain balance and stability. Repeated blood sugar spikes also contribute to chronic inflammation, which plays a major role in the development of age-related conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline. Some doctors caution that refined carbs not only affect the waistline but also interfere with memory and mood. Over time, diets high in refined grains can impair vascular health, reducing blood flow to the brain and increasing the risk of dementia. This makes the choice of bread and carbohydrates more than a matter of preference. It becomes a key factor in long-term mental and physical well-being. Whole grain and sprouted breads provide a better alternative by offering fiber, essential vitamins, and a slower release of glucose into the bloodstream. Fiber helps regulate digestion, lowers cholesterol levels, and promotes feelings of fullness, which can help with weight management. It also feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which are closely tied to immune function and emotional health. For adults over 50, maintaining gut health through fiber intake is essential for regularity and nutrient absorption. Sprouted grains, in particular, may be easier to digest and offer higher levels of antioxidants, B vitamins, and minerals such as magnesium and zinc. B vitamins found in whole grains, including B6, folate, and thiamine, support nervous system health, energy production, and red blood cell formation. These nutrients are especially important in later years to help maintain energy, reduce fatigue, and support cognitive function. Many seniors fall short on B vitamins without realizing it, and improving the quality of carbohydrates is one effective way to restore those levels naturally. Switching from white bread to whole grain or sprouted options is a small change that can have a lasting impact on how the body and brain function each day. It supports steadier energy, more stable moods, and better long-term health. Making this shift helps protect the body from the roller coaster effects of refined carbs and encourages a more balanced, age-supportive diet. For anyone navigating the changes that come after 50, choosing whole grains is a daily act of care that strengthens the body's foundation for the years ahead. 6. Avoid canned soups with high sodium. Eat instead homemade soups with low sodium broth. Canned soups are often chosen for their convenience, but they typically come with a hidden cost: excessive sodium. Many popular brands contain over 800 to 1,000 milligrams of sodium in a single serving, and often, a full can contains 2 servings. For adults over 50, who are generally recommended to limit sodium to around 1,500 milligrams per day, this means just one bowl of canned soup can use up more than half, or even the full, daily limit. This high sodium load places increased pressure on the cardiovascular system, raising the risk of elevated blood pressure, heart strain, and kidney stress. As the body ages, it becomes less efficient at processing and eliminating excess sodium. The kidneys naturally decline in function over time, making it more difficult to balance fluid levels in the body when high sodium foods are consumed regularly. Excess sodium causes the body to retain water, which can increase blood volume and lead to higher blood pressure. Over time, this can damage artery walls, contribute to the hardening of arteries, and elevate the risk for heart attacks and strokes. Seniors with existing conditions like hypertension, heart failure, or kidney disease are especially vulnerable to the harmful effects of too much salt. The effects of sodium are not always immediately noticeable, but over months and years, the damage can quietly accumulate. Swelling in the legs and ankles, shortness of breath, and persistent fatigue may all be signs of sodium-related strain on the body's filtering systems. Some doctors also point out that a high-sodium diet can interfere with calcium balance, increasing the risk of osteoporosis and bone loss, an added concern for aging adults already dealing with reduced bone density. Homemade soups offer a more nourishing and protective option. By preparing soup at home, it's possible to control the ingredients, avoid preservatives, and significantly reduce sodium content. Using a low-sodium broth as a base and adding fresh vegetables, legumes, and lean proteins can create a hearty, satisfying meal that supports the immune system, aids digestion, and provides lasting energy without overwhelming the heart and kidneys. Herbs like garlic, thyme, turmeric, or rosemary can add deep flavor and even bring anti-inflammatory benefits, making salt unnecessary for taste. In addition to better managing sodium intake, homemade soups are also a reliable way to increase vegetable consumption, which is vital for fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. These nutrients play a key role in slowing cellular aging, maintaining vision, supporting joint health, and strengthening the immune response. Warm soups can also be soothing to the digestive tract, especially for those with sensitivities or reduced appetite. Adding ingredients like lentils, barley, or leafy greens can make the meal more filling and support blood sugar control, which is important for aging adults. Making the switch from canned to homemade soup is a choice rooted in care and prevention. It allows each ingredient to work in harmony with the body, rather than against it. For seniors, this change can reduce the risk of cardiovascular and kidney complications, support bone strength, and contribute to a feeling of vitality. It's a simple act of cooking that can bring comfort, flavor, and better health with every bowl. 7. Avoid margarine and hydrogenated oils. Eat instead grass-fed butter, olive oil, or avocado. Margarine and hydrogenated oils were once promoted as healthier alternatives to butter, but research over the years has revealed the serious risks they pose to long-term health, especially for adults over 50. These products often contain trans fats, which are artificially created through a process called hydrogenation. Even small amounts of trans fats can raise LDL cholesterol, the harmful kind, while lowering HDL cholesterol, which protects the heart. This imbalance significantly increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, heart attack, and stroke. For aging adults, whose blood vessels may already be less flexible and resilient, the effects of trans fats can be especially damaging. Trans fats do more than affect cholesterol. They also contribute to systemic inflammation, a key driver of many chronic age-related conditions including arthritis, type 2 diabetes, and cognitive decline. Inflammation wears down the body over time, contributing to joint stiffness, fatigue, and skin aging. Some studies have even linked trans fats to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease, noting their potential to interfere with brain cell communication and memory function. This makes avoiding these fats not just a matter of heart health, but of preserving mental clarity and mobility as well. Many older adults consume trans fats unknowingly. Margarine, non-dairy coffee creamers, and packaged baked goods may all contain partially hydrogenated oils, a code name for trans fats. Even products labeled trans fat-free may still contain up to 0.5 grams per serving, and those small amounts can add up quickly when eaten daily. For individuals trying to manage blood pressure, cholesterol, or early signs of cognitive decline, eliminating these hidden fats can make a meaningful difference in how the body performs and heals with age. Replacing margarine and hydrogenated oils with healthier fat sources can provide the nourishment the body truly needs. Grass-fed butter, when used in moderation, contains beneficial fatty acids like conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which some studies suggest may support metabolism and reduce inflammation. It also contains fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and K2, which support bone strength, vision, and immune function, all areas that require extra care in later life. Olive oil, particularly extra virgin, is widely recognized for its heart protective properties. Rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, olive oil helps reduce oxidative stress, lower blood pressure, and support cognitive function. It also has anti-inflammatory effects that benefit the joints and skin, making it a smart daily fat for cooking or drizzling on vegetables. Seniors who incorporate olive oil into their diets regularly may enjoy a lower risk of stroke and better mobility in their later years. Avocados offer another excellent source of healthy fats. They are high in potassium, fiber, and plant sterols, all of which contribute to cardiovascular health and digestive balance. Avocados also support healthy skin by providing essential nutrients that promote elasticity and hydration. Their creamy texture makes them a satisfying alternative to margarine on toast or sandwiches without the risks posed by trans fats. Avoiding margarine and hydrogenated oils is a preventive step that helps protect not only the heart, but the brain, joints, and skin. For people over 50, the fats consumed every day either accelerate aging or support the body's ability to age well. Choosing nourishing, anti-inflammatory fats from whole food sources helps lay the foundation for strength, clarity, and resilience in the years to come.